Yo, what's good up, peppers? Today, I finally beat my PR, my best kill streak on Call of Duty ever. No cheats, no lobby manipulation. We don't do any 2-boxing in this channel. We don't do any reverse boosting, no VPN, none of that weird stuff. If you're new around here, I played Call of Duty for the last 16 years, and I know the ins and outs about this game and just the entire franchise. I've watched a lot of GOATs, such as like Sprat, Pomage, Ireeps, Grizz, Optic Predator. If you're familiar with any of those names from way back then, learned quite a lot, and it honestly applied to my gameplay today. If you play Call of Duty for a long time, you know how SBMM works, and let alone just the public matchmaking. I'm in a 10v10 lobby on the featured playlist, and nobody on this game has dropped this amount of kills without dying in 10v10 with a sniper. I know we're in the beginning of the gameplay. The gameplay hasn't really necessarily started yet, but I've died in this game. All right, now mind you, I'm also in a party with a few other people. We got my boy Tev, Louis, and a few of Tev's viewers, which in my opinion, I think they're pretty good. They were at least, you know, keeping up with the amount of kills we were dropping. If you play 10v10, you know how 10v10 is. You go against sweaty people from time to time, and every now and then you'll get a solid lobby where you can drop like a 100 kill game or something. But sometimes within going against sweats, you'll go against people that are calling in a bunch of streaks, and it just gets pretty frustrating. You'll end up like, I don't know, 1v10ing them, right? But if you party up with your friends, it's just honestly a lot easier, because you at least have a small party of people just that are shooting back. So today I want to be able to do something a lot different in this channel, let alone if anybody that is new here, in case if you think I'm bluffing, I'm going to break it down for you guys. Currently going 18-6. I finally got the hand cannon here. We're going to break down on like literally my exact thought process of how I think within this gameplay. So mind you, for someone that's been playing for like 16 years, most of the time I'm looking at my radar, because, or my mini map, if you look on the top left there, that gives you so much information on where the enemy is. So if you have a party of people that you're running UAVs, or just, you know, if you're going against people that don't use silencers, you can tell what is going on the mini map. That gives you like literally all the info of the game, where your teammates are looking at, where the enemy is looking at. Of course, if you have a harp up, once you get streaking, and you constantly have that cycle, it just becomes endless. So right off jump, we got kills off with the hand cannon. I'm using the BS recon. I'm looking down mid, pop another dude mid again. We have all 3 flags. They cap B. I'm aware that they just capped it. I'm pushing up B because I know they're going to be there. At this point in the gameplay, I'm not thinking about I'm streaking. I'm thinking about I want to get a sniping clip. I know it's 2026. We're thinking about sniping clips. Yes. We're already on a 20 streak. This game is going already fast off jump. I'm using a one-shot pistol, which is only a one-shot to the head. We can also make a video about that later in the future, but we just got a kill chain. You typically in C, they spawn back behind this garage on the right. And so if you go back and forth from like where I'm kind of going behind that car, back to Art. This room is called Art. And then since my teammate is holding him down like B side, these guys are just slowly but surely funneling down on C. Okay, so 3 just spawned, teammates pushing up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull back. I'm like, wait, there's 2 guys here. I'm gonna get these guys off the whatever. I don't even know how to word it. Freestyling this entire commentary, by the way. So halfway through the game, I'm aware. I'm like, okay, I got a lot of time. Just trying to get my nuke. I don't need to rush anything. Let me just at least secure it. It's not that big of a deal. I run down mid steps because this is one of the common spots if like the spawns are kind of wonky. And dude, they are all flooding there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually very surprised I lived this. There's times in Call of Duty you're like, dude, how did I live that? Like, it's crazy. Okay. There's one guy in this game though. I think his name was Hemi or something. This guy was shooting. I don't know, but I got a quad feed on him, you know? Shout out Hemi, though. He's been in my chat. Cool guy. There's some people that come by from the lobbies that come to my streams, you know, good sportsmanship, you know, I love that. Love that out of the sniper community. I see on the radar that looked like an enemy, but it was a dog, one of the kill streaks. So now at this point, I'm just trying to hold down B. I'm not thinking too much about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to streak here. I'm not going to try to go for a clip. I'm just going to get people off the flank and just help my teammates out in getting a clip, okay? So when my teammates getting a clip, they're trying to go into the enemy spawn and kill them all, right? There's occasionally from time to time where the enemies are like, well, I don't want to just keep running down mid because I don't want to get clipped, so they're going to flank. So that's where I cover the excess, okay? The best part about what I'm doing right now is that I'm helping out my team, but I'm also securing a high kill streak by holding this entire left side. So if I hold this left side on this heady, which is, in my opinion, extremely ratty, they're all gonna just slowly but surely just funnel out. And all I gotta do right now is just sit on this head glitch, just angle to angle, pay attention to my radar, see that there's, you know, if there's a harp up. It seems like we got a UAV, because that didn't look like a harp there. Sometimes they will like spawn back B by that little driveway going up to pillars. So since I'm sitting here by like top laundry holding the rock, that's also one of my favorite jump spots, by the way. Fucking love that. Barely see that guy through the smoke, but smoke animations in this game, gonna be really honest, man, they're not that great. You can see the enemies like pretty clearly. One thing I like doing about this game is wall bouncing on a head glitch. A lot of the times players think, oh, he's gonna be on the head glitch. Oh, he's gonna just shout around the corner, he's gonna slide. But wall bouncing is not something that a lot of people tend to clock in. So I tend to do it a lot, especially in respawn. I know S&D players like to do it a lot more, if not probably like, I don't know, rank play players. So now we're on a 54, I think. That's what it just said. Now I'm kind of getting greedy. I'm like, you know what? Left side's kind of boring, but I pulled back from left side because after a certain amount of period of time, the enemies tend to know where you're at, so they end up jumping you. And if you streaked before, you know when you hold down one specific spot, you can't hold it down for that long period of time. You have to switch it up eventually. Sometimes you can revisit the spot, like later on in the game when you like fool the enemy thinking, oh, you're gonna be on this side now. 57, 58. Right here, I believe, like, I think Tab asks me what streak I'm on, and I start calling it out. I was like 59, 60, whatever. 60. And I think, where's the 60 kill? I think it's like right here on B.
That's technically a double nuke.
Hopefully I don't get too off topic here, but scare the 61st. Oh gosh. Okay, never mind. Now they're spawning SC, so I'm going back and forth. Again, if you guys paid attention to the radar like more than half of the commentary, you would understand the decisions I'm making. So now we're at 61, right? I think 63. Dang, bro, that's insane. So you guys are about to see how I die here. How I died is honestly like pretty valid. Got a UAV? At this point in the game, no one's really popping UAVs. Not too sure what happens. But yeah, I got basically at this point I got a double nuke. You don't get another nuke after getting a nuke unless you died. Actually, I don't even know how that works in this game. I'm surprised I lived here. I was able to outmaneuver them. I don't even know if I had lightweight on. If you use lightweight in this game, bro, you are flying. Like it actually is so much harder to hit you. Got my 65.
Excuse me, case.
Typically when I call in a nuke, I call it in like between 190 to 198. I was like, you know what? I don't want to risk anything. I do want to see the nuke go off. And I missed Hemi right there, bro.
Oh my God.
And I got a 74% accuracy. So I was hitting my shots this game, man. I was locked in. 80.
Dude, I was so
80,
locked,
what, 83
bro.
to 7?
So locked. That was some crazy flow stuff.
Hands down, one of my best gameplays. 65 kill streak.
Bro, that shit gotta be hacks. Like, I don't know about that.
He's not cheating. I'm gonna be honest. I'm being honest. He's just not cheating.
Well, that dude's just absurd.
When I got this gameplay, it was shortly after Sprat retired. It was like literally a day after. Dude, I felt like some torch was passed on, man. I don't know if I even allowed to say that. Anyways, y'all, I hope you guys learned a few things out of this video. If you guys are new here, feel free to drop a like and drop a sub. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.